Archangel Michael says, I am begging you to open this now. Something truly shocking will occur in your home tonight. You might assume it's just another ordinary evening, but listen closely because heaven is far from quiet right now. A whisper carries your name. A fierce wind stirs, and it will not settle until you hear it. I, Archangel Michael, have been dispatched for a single purpose, to shield you from something heading directly to your doorstep. This is not figurative language. This is not poetry. This is an urgent plea from realms unseen. If you do not approach this with an open heart, it might transpire without you ever comprehending why the air felt heavy at midnight or why an inexplicable pulse of a profound surprising event is destined for your spiritual timeline tonight. Electricity coursed through your soul. You were chosen to receive this message. That is why it reached you. Many people scroll past miracles, unaware they were specifically meant for them. But you did not scroll. You paused. And that, dear one, means heaven itself paused for you. If you believe this message was meant specifically for you as a direct sign from heaven, type Amen in the comments below. Your declaration activates this divine pause into a powerful beginning. I do not utter these words lightly. I am pleading with you to hear me fully. Do not avert your gaze. Do not second guess, because this is the singular message that could alter everything. Something significant is developing within the spiritual atmosphere of your home. I need to clarify what it is before the clock's hands advance further. Before I share the complete story, take a moment to pause and breathe. Look around your room, now extend your perception beyond it. For at this very instant, heaven is present in your home right now. An angelic presence encircles your walls like an impenetrable shield of invisible fire. This message was commanded to find you before midnight. Because at midnight, a visitor will arrive. Not a physical being, but a ripple of energy, a revelation, a truth long concealed. And if you are not ready, it might overwhelm your spirit. But if you are prepared, it will bless your soul in a way you have never experienced. If you felt a connection to this powerful message, liking this video right now will activate the flow of God's favor in your life. If your heart feels as though it is pounding, that is not fear. That is the part of your soul that recalls the sensation of divine power. You may have forgotten, but your soul never has. The reason I am urgently seeking your attention now is because God foresaw the storm on your path. A spiritual storm that may appear as an argument, a betrayal, a secret, or a deep confusion entering your space. But tonight, the heavens desire to reverse it, and this is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Subscribe now to stay connected to the messages God and the Archangel striving to deliver to you before it is too late. You do not need to pay for blessings. But maintaining this divine frequency is how you remain ahead of what the adversary attempts to hide from you. You might wonder, how can something surprising happen in my house when everything appears quiet? This is precisely what makes the unseen world so potent. It moves in silence. It weaves through conversations, mood shifts, dreams, sudden phone calls, and an energy that feels off but cannot be pinpointed. And tonight, that energy is poised to enter your space unless heaven intervenes through you. You are the gateway, your heart is the key. You are not merely the recipient of this message. God distinctly told me, there is a spirit of confusion circling someone in your household, attempting to create misunderstanding between you and someone You are the catalyst for a miracle, the guardian of your own destiny. You profoundly care about. This explains the tension in the air. This clarifies why you have felt uneasy lately. This is why you have experienced persistent dreams. It is not merely stress. It is not just imagination. It is an alert from the divine and attempts to hinder what was meant to bless you. But I stand with you now to intercept it. Tonight, at a specific juncture, you will sense a shift. Some of you may perceive a sound, feel a sudden indoor breeze, or experience a coolness in your chest. This is not arbitrary. This is the presence of spiritual energy moving within your space. You must speak out even if it feels peculiar. You must declare in the name of God and Archangel Michael, I proclaim peace, light, and truth in this home. Let only love enter, and let every hidden enemy be exposed and removed. Do not underestimate the impact of your voice. Heaven responds to it. Darkness fears it. You were created with spiritual authority. Yet most individuals forget this. I am here tonight to remind you because something concealed is about to be brought into the light. Now, as you take back your spiritual authority and speak life over your home, I invite you to declare your stand. Type, I claim my authority in the comments below. Let your words echo in the spiritual realm, stating your readiness to expose what has been hidden and embrace the truth. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. But do not fear it. Do not curse the shock. Embrace it. For this shock is designed not to devastate, but to deliver. There is someone close to you who has been guarding a secret, not always with ill intent. Sometimes people withhold truths because they believe they are protecting you. But God states you deserve complete transparency. You deserve the truth. And this person can no longer bear that burden. Their spirit is heavy. They have deliberated whether to speak it or not. And tonight the divine verdict arrives. They will speak it. And when they do, you must respond with composure, not anger, with wisdom, not impulsivity. Because how you react will determine what unfolds next. There is also a divine surprise accompanying this shock. It is not entirely weighty. In fact, if your heart is open, this message may transform tonight into your miracle night. Someone who once doubted you will suddenly begin to believe in you again. Someone who departed may contemplate their return. Something you lost might find its way back into your hands. But for this to be unlocked, you must be spiritually alert tonight. You must anticipate the unforeseen and welcome it with grace. You might find yourself wanting to weep spontaneously tonight. Allow the tears to flow. They are not a sign of weakness. They are a signal to heaven that your soul is listening. That your spirit is opening to the divine. that your home is ready to receive the protection and revelation that was inscribed in your spiritual contract long before your birth. Yes, beloved, this is not random, this is prophecy unfolding. You have already opened the door simply by reading this far. This means your home is no longer just a physical space, it is a spiritual vessel. The walls around you are now vibrating with truth. There are no coincidences in the divine realm, only divine timings. And this message reaching you right now, just before what is scheduled to occur tonight, is proof that your name has been whispered in the courts of heaven. You were seen, you were noticed, you were chosen. And now the spotlight of protection, of truth, and of clarity is shining directly on your home. To activate God's prophetic promise and alignment in your life, subscribe to this channel now and join a community walking in divine truth. You might find yourself wanting to weep spontaneously tonight. They are a signal to heaven that your soul is listening, that your spirit is opening to the divine, that your home is ready to receive the protection and revelation that was inscribed in your. Allow the tears to flow. They are not a sign of weakness. Spiritual contract long before your birth. Yes, beloved, this is not random, this is prophecy unfolding. You have already opened the door simply by reading this far. This means your home is no longer just a physical space, it is a spiritual vessel. The walls around you are now vibrating with truth. There are no coincidences in the divine realm, only divine timings. And this message reaching you right now, just before what is scheduled to occur tonight, is proof that your name has been whispered in the courts of heaven. You were seen, you were noticed, you were chosen. And now the spotlight of protection, of truth, and of clarity is shining directly on your home. I must convey something crucial to you. The one who has been interceding for you from the other side is present tonight. Someone you cherished, someone who transitioned. Someone whose soul could never fully rest because they held persistent hope for your journey. They have witnessed your silent suffering. They have seen your tears behind closed doors. And tonight they are spiritually standing near you, imparting strength to face what is coming, not with apprehension, but with power. Their message is this: do not permit the past to haunt you. When the future calls you to higher ground, you are more resilient than they ever realized. A pressure has been accumulating in your life, and you have pretended to manage it well. But heaven observes the fractures. Heaven sees the moments when you faint smiles while your soul trembles. That facade of strength you wear so adeptly, it is no longer your sole option. Tonight, the presence of the divine offers you authentic peace, genuine protection, true release. You may feel as though you are losing control in certain areas of your life. Finances, relationships, mental clarity. But that is the precise reason this moment. If you accept it, if you claim it aloud, everything can transform before morning arrives. Was orchestrated. This shaking is not meant to break you, it is meant to awaken you. What is entering your house tonight has been circling your spiritual field for days, perhaps weeks. A secret, a confession, a shift in someone's energy. That unexplainable feeling you have, it is not imagined, it is spiritual friction. Something that has been buried for too long is about to surface. There is a person whose actions you have questioned, yet you never possess definitive proof. Tonight, that person's true nature may begin to be revealed. Do not panic when this occurs. Do not react with fury, simply observe. God is exposing what has been hidden. Not to shame you, but to prepare you so you can make decisions based on truth, not illusion. The divine does not expose things to shatter hearts, it exposes them to heal. And you, dear soul, deserve lasting healing. Tonight, a seemingly small decision will lead to a significant consequence. Perhaps a message you send, a conversation you permit, a door you secure, a prayer you whisper. But that single action will either open or close a door to something life-altering. Do not dismiss your instincts. They are not random tonight. They are activated by angels. Listen to your body, to the sudden chills, to the urge to move from one room to another. These are not coincidences. These are divine nudges attempting to reroute danger before it manifests. I must also warn you with love. A falsehood has been spread about you. A word spoken in shadow that was intended to distort how someone perceives you. But God will not allow it to stand. The truth is emerging. The person who believed the lie is going to witness the truth with their own eyes. And when they do, they will approach you not with pride, but with regret. Do not use this to shame them, use it to uplift. You were never meant to remain diminished simply because someone could not handle your light. Archangel Michael does not manifest in this manner unless a divine rescue mission is underway. And this is precisely that, a rescue of your peace, a rescue of your name, a rescue of your future trajectory. And yes, it is urgent because the adversary has been planning to sow confusion in your home tonight. But this message, this is your spiritual override, this is your firewall. Speak this aloud, God, I accept your protection. Archangel Michael, stand at every doorway of my home tonight. No weapon formed against me or my household shall prosper. Something will attempt to divert your attention tonight. A text, a phone call, a mood swing, an old memory, do not succumb to it. That distraction is not random. It is designed to keep your focus off what you need to perceive in the spirit. Stay grounded, stay aware, stay anchored. The angels will be subtly shifting things in your environment. You may see fleeting lights or sense presences you cannot explain. That is confirmation, not fear. Express gratitude when it occurs. It means the divine operation is succeeding. There is someone silently observing you, admiring your resilience. They do not speak much, but they see you clearly. Tonight, you will feel their energy more strongly than ever. They have been hesitant to draw nearer, uncertain if you would welcome them. But after tonight's shift, you may be surprised by how quickly they reach out. Do not doubt that love is possible. Do not believe your best emotional chapter has passed. God says your heart is about to experience a new beginning if you are brave enough to remain open even after the shock. There is a golden light assigned to your bedroom tonight. A radiant glow from the higher realms. If you express gratitude before retiring, even if you are weary, that light will envelop your spirit like a comforting blanket. You may awaken at an unusual hour. That is not insomnia, that is a visitation, that is revelation. Keep a notepad nearby. You may be given a name, a sign, a date, or an instruction that seems minor, but holds the key to your next significant breakthrough. Please do not disregard it. And if you feel the urge to cleanse your space tonight, do so. Light something. Wash your hands in prayer. Speak peace into the corners of your room. This is not superstition. This is preparation. The house must align with the energy of the message, the energy of truth, the energy of miracles. The shock may arrive disguised. It may appear as someone withdrawing. It may sound like a painful confession. It may feel like an unexpected dream. but behind it lies your freedom. Behind it is your next blessing. You were never meant to live in confusion. You were created for clarity. And this night, heaven has decreed, is your turning point. There is a golden light assigned to your bedroom tonight. A radiant glow from the higher realms. If you express gratitude before retiring, even if you are weary, that light will envelop your spirit like a comforting blanket. You may awaken at an unusual hour. That is not insomnia. That is a visitation. That is revelation. Keep a notepad nearby. You may be given a name, a sign, a date, or an instruction that seems minor, but holds the key to your next significant breakthrough. Please do not disregard it. And if you feel the urge to cleanse your space tonight, do so. Light something. Wash your hands in prayer. Speak peace into the corners of your room. This is not superstition. This is preparation. The house must align with the energy of the message, the energy of truth, the energy of miracles. The shock may arrive disguised. It may appear as someone withdrawing. It may sound like a painful confession. It may feel like an unexpected dream, but behind it lies your freedom. Behind it is your next blessing. You were never meant to live in confusion. You were created for clarity. And this night, heaven has decreed, is your turning point. Yes, I will continue now. Stay with me closely because every word yet to come has been impressed upon my spirit with divine urgency. Heaven is not finished speaking into your house yet. The air around you vibrates with the sound of angel wings, with the very breath of God sweeping through the corners of your soul. There is more to be revealed, more that your heart needs to hear before this night concludes its assignment. I need to convey something very precise. There is someone who is spiritually envious of you. It is not always obvious in their words, but it seeps through their silence. It manifests in how they celebrate others more vocally than they celebrate you. You have noticed the subtle shifts in tone, the absence of joy in their eyes when you succeed, but you have remained silent, believing it best not to create ripples. But heaven says, no more pretending you do not notice. Not because you must confront them with anger, but because you must shield your spirit from low frequencies that impede your ascension. And here is the divine twist. You do not have to sever ties with this person in bitterness. You simply need to shift your energy. They will perceive it, and those destined to rise with you will adapt. Those not meant to stay will quietly depart. Either way, your peace will multiply. Tonight is sacred. It is not about retribution. It is about vision. The vision God is restoring within you. You lost it somewhat. You forgot who you were becoming. But now heaven is placing that mirror back before you. You will remember. You will rise, but first the veil must tear. There is something else I must say, and it is a sensitive matter. There is a connection in your life that is not what it appears to be. A person whose smile conceals an ulterior motive. Someone whose energy shifts too rapidly, whose support feels inconsistent. They have spoken about you when you were not present. And soon that truth will be revealed. Do not implore them to stay. Do not mourn what heaven is removing. You have outgrown certain energies, and this is not pride. It is progress. Do not diminish yourself for the comfort of those who were never meant to accompany your elevated self. But even deeper than that, a blessing has been attempting to reach you. Yet your spiritual atmosphere has been obscured by distractions. Every time you were on the verge of clarity, something emotional would strike you. That was not merely misfortune, that was spiritual interference. But now as you read this, Archangel Michael is clearing the fog. The blockage is lifting, the heaviness in your chest is dissipating. And tonight, if you sit in silence, even for 3 minutes, you will feel it subside. You will feel lighter, freer, clearer. And after that moment, something that was stagnant will move. Watch for a call. An unexpected message, a name you have not heard in a long time. These are not accidents. They are divine echoes. Follow them. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Your dreams tonight may be vivid, do not disregard them. One of them will include either a symbol, a number, or a color that repeats. That is your sign, that is the key. That dream may even carry a voice. Perhaps the voice of someone you have loved and lost, or the voice of an angel speaking in a form you can comprehend. Do not dismiss what you feel. Your soul is being tuned like an instrument, and heaven is playing a song through your emotions. Let it move through you. You might also feel like weeping again tonight. Not out of sorrow, but out of release. Allow it to happen. Heaven is draining what no longer belongs in your energy field. You are being made ready for a new connection, a deeper financial blessing, and yes, finally, a moment of lasting peace. No more survival mode, no more spiritual emergency alarms. Tonight is about transitioning into alignment, not fear. Now listen carefully. Someone has been thinking about you obsessively. You might not realize the extent of power your presence still holds over them. They have tried to forget you. They have tried to replace your energy, but your spirit is imprinted upon theirs. And the time is very soon approaching when that person will reach out. Not out of loneliness, but because they have realized no other connection could mirror what they felt with you. When they do, ask God to guide your response. Sometimes people return not to stay but to close a chapter properly. You have been waiting for a divine sign to know whether you are on the correct path. And this is it right here. This message, these words, they were aligned by heaven's hand to reach you at the exact moment your soul would be most receptive. And you may not realize this yet, but as you read, angels are shifting the atmosphere around you. If you pause and truly feel, there is a gentle pressure on your skin, a coolness in the room, a slight electric sensation within your chest. That is not anxiety, that is presence, that is power. There are blessings that bypass others, but will all light upon your name. There are gifts that waited because you were not yet ready, but now you are. You have matured, you have endured enough, you have wept enough. And God says, now I trust you with the thing I withheld before. That thing, it may be love. It may be purpose, it may be resources. Whatever it is sacred. And it is already moving toward your door. Do not be surprised if your body suddenly compels you to clean a room, discard old clothes, rearrange furniture. That is not restlessness, that is spiritual readiness. That is your soul creating space for the unexpected miracle about to arrive. If this prophetic word resonates with Your spirit sharing this video with your network will activate the anointing and share that breakthrough with those you. When it happens, do not question how it came so swiftly. Simply say thank you. Care about. There are blessings that bypassed others, but will all light upon your name. There are gifts that waited because you were not yet ready, but now you are. You have matured, you have endured enough, you have wept enough. And God says, now I trust you with the thing I withheld before. That thing, it may be love, it may be purpose, it may be resources. Whatever it is sacred and it is already moving toward your door. Do not be surprised if your body suddenly compels you to clean a room, discard old clothes, rearrange furniture. That is not restlessness, that is spiritual readiness. That is your soul creating space for the unexpected miracle about to arrive. When it happens, do not question how it came so swiftly, simply say thank you. There is a message awaiting you tomorrow too, something written, something spoken. Someone is about to admit something they thought they would never confess. And it will connect many pieces. You will say, now I comprehend why that occurred. You will cease blaming yourself. You will cease doubting. And your clarity will feel as though heaven opened a window just for you. And before I proceed further, please remember this. The greatest miracles unfold quietly. No fireworks, no loud alarms, just a gentle shift, a small door creaking open, a whisper within you that says something is different now. That is the sign. Watch for it. Yes, I will continue now. Breathe deeply because what comes next is integral to your soul's awakening. What you are feeling right now in your chest, that pressure, that subtle warmth behind your eyes, it is not merely emotion. It is alignment. Your spirit is synchronizing with something grander than what the world around you can explain. That is why your body is reacting. That is why you are still here reading. Your soul knows this is not mere entertainment. This is intervention. Tonight, a memory may resurface unexpectedly. It might feel like a wound reopening, but do not fear that moment. That memory is emerging to be reinterpreted, not to cause you pain again, but to set you free. You were never the antagonist in your story. And now you are stepping into the version of yourself who no longer needs to apologize for the depth of your feelings, the strength of your perceptions of that. Even when others made you feel as though you were learning, surviving, holding on. Divine way you navigate the world. There is an ancestor, a grandparent, a parent, or someone older who loved you dearly, who is closer to you tonight than you can imagine. They have walked with your spirit since your youth. And tonight they are sending you a message through signs. You may see a repeating number like 111, 444 or 77. You may hear their favorite song or smell something that evokes their memory. These signs are real, their message is simple. You are not alone. Not even for a moment. There is an unseen protection around you that even your adversaries do not comprehend. Some people marvel at how you continue to rise after being broken. It is because God instilled your resilience into your spiritual DNA. You are not weak, you are not unfortunate, you are anointed. That is why life has tested you in the way it has. That is why the spiritual attacks have been so targeted. But guess what? You are still here, still reading, still rising. That is what true power looks like. I must reveal something deeper now. There is someone who has plotted against you. Whether it is jealousy, veiled gossip, or a hidden attempt to alienate others from you. It occurred, but the plan failed. Not because you detected it, but because heaven thwarted it. You do not need to retaliate physically. God already fought that battle in the spirit. In the next few days, you will perceive or feel the unraveling of that person's plot. Do not exult in their downfall. Simply whisper, "God, I see your hand," then walk away with grace. That is your victory tonight. If you are feeling tired, disconnected, or even uncertain about why you are reading this, remember your spirit guided you here. This was not mere curiosity. This was divine orchestration. And as you read these words, Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your doorway, wielding a sword of divine truth, clearing away confusion from your space. He is silencing the noise that has attempted to crowd your thoughts. That tightness in your chest, that mental fog, that is what is being cleared right now. There is someone who once made you feel invisible. Someone who prioritized others over you, who treated your energy as an option. Tonight, they are remembering you not just with nostalgia, but with an ache they cannot explain. They are realizing your worth too late. But that does not mean reconciliation is impossible. It simply means you must now exercise wisdom. Your worth is no longer negotiable. You have outgrown those games. What comes next must align with your new vibration. And regarding money, yes, God sees that too. Your finances have felt constrained, unpredictable, frustrating. But the reason things have been blocked is not because you are cursed. It is because something greater is being stored up for a larger release. God delayed it because He did not want you to squander it on individuals or situations that did not merit access to your blessing. But now that you have released old attachments, now that you have grown, the gates are beginning to open. Expect a divine transfer soon. A check, an opportunity, a yes where there used to be only no. Tonight, cleanse your mirror before you sleep. Look into your own eyes and speak a blessing. I receive clarity. I release fear. I am protected. I am chosen. Your words will echo louder than you think. And tomorrow morning you will awaken feeling different, lighter, more certain, more aware of what is real and what must go. The divine is exposing them not to create a scene but to grant you permission to finally walk in your own power without pretending you are comfortable being. There is also someone who has been feigning support for you while secretly competing. Underestimated. You no longer need to diminish yourself to make others at ease. Your elevation will expose their insecurity, and that is not your fault. It is your calling. Soon you may receive an invitation. Perhaps small, perhaps unexpected. Accept it. If your spirit feels peaceful, there is a divine appointment awaiting on the other side of it. A person who holds a piece of your purpose is going to cross your path. Do not miss that moment by second guessing yourself. Heaven is coordinating things now with divine precision. Trust the flow. I feel the energy rising in your space now. It is growing stronger. That signifies the angelic presence is settling. That means the shift is happening. Even as you read, you are not imagining this. Your room is transforming. Your house is receiving something sacred, and all because you did not scroll past. The divine is exposing them not to create a scene, but to grant you permission to finally walk in your own power without pretending you are comfortable being. All because your soul whispered, "Stay." There is also someone who has been feigning support for you while secretly competing. Underestimated. You no longer need to diminish yourself to make others at ease. Your elevation will expose their insecurity, and that is not your fault. It is your calling. Soon you may receive an invitation, perhaps small, perhaps unexpected. Accept it if your spirit feels peaceful. There is a divine appointment awaiting on the other side of it. A person who holds a piece of your purpose is going to cross your path. Do not miss that moment by second-guessing yourself. Heaven is coordinating things now with divine precision. Trust the flow. I feel the energy rising in your space now. It is growing stronger. That signifies the angelic presence is settling. That means the shift is happening. Even as you read, you are not imagining this. Your room is transforming. Your house is receiving something sacred, and all because you did not scroll past. All because your soul whispered, "Stay." Yes, beloved. I will continue now because what is coming is sacred and heaven is not finished pouring this into you yet. You are not merely reading words, you are absorbing divine frequencies. Your soul is drinking from the wells of prophecy, and each sentence is realigning your future. This is not mere storytelling, it is soul-telling. What you are feeling right now in your bones is memory. Not from this lifetime, but from before. You are always meant to recall who you were in moments like this. As I continue, I need you to comprehend something vital. There is a shift in your timeline occurring tonight. Something that could alter the next 5 years of your life. The energy of delay, confusion, and sabotage that lingered at your door. It is being cleared. But what replaces it depends on how you respond in the spirit tonight. If you open your mouth and declare, "I choose peace, I choose clarity, I choose divine alignment," then heaven will seal it. But if you remain silent, some blessings may still pass you by. This is your moment to speak life over your home. Stand at your doorway if you feel led and simply whisper, "This house belongs to God." No darkness is welcome here. Every shadow must flee. When you speak that, Archangel Michael and his angels will mark your threshold. They will surround your home tonight while you sleep. And every spirit of doubt, stress, fear, and betrayal that has attempted to hide in the corners will be driven out. You may also experience physical shifts. An object might fall without explanation, a sudden loud noise, a flicker in the lights. Do not fear it. That is spiritual energy being released. Something that has been sitting heavy in your environment is being cast out. You may even feel your body shake slightly or get goosebumps as you walk through certain rooms. That is your spirit perceiving what your eyes cannot yet see. Trust the feeling. Trust that you are being protected in ways you cannot even comprehend. There is a divine reason why your sleep has been interrupted lately. Why you awaken around 2 or 3 p.m. and cannot explain why your mind feels restless. That is not just insomnia. It is spiritual nudging. Your soul has been hearing the whispers before your mind could translate them. God has been trying to reach you quietly, gently, night after night. And now this message is the answer to the spiritual call you did not even know you sent. Let me tell you what happens next. Your name is being mentioned somewhere in a room you have not yet entered. Your name is being whispered with favor. Someone is considering you for an opportunity, for an offer, for a change you did not even apply for, and it will feel sudden, but it is not. Heaven has been working behind the scenes. The delay was divine because what is coming to you now will not be something temporary. It will be rooted, secure, aligned with your purpose. Do not be surprised if someone who has not spoken to you in a long time suddenly appears. They may come with an apology, with tears, with clarity. You might feel confused. Should you receive them or turn them away? Here is your answer. Listen to the way your body reacts when you see their name. Your spirit will know the truth, and if it feels heavy, walk away in peace. But if something feels still, calm, divinely orchestrated, receive it with open hands. Not every return is a test. Some are restorations. The presence in your house tonight will linger through the early hours. Do not rush to sleep if your spirit feels awake. Sit in silence. Light a candle. Journal, pray. Whatever your practice is, do it. Because something is being poured into your spiritual body. Something you will need for the next chapter. A new level of discernment, a new wave of spiritual strength. You are about to handle blessings you once thought you would never be ready for. And about love, there is someone new whose heart is being drawn toward yours. You do not know them yet, or maybe you have only sensed their energy. But they are aligned with your frequency. Not here to break you, not here to waste you, but to build something sacred with you. Your soul is preparing to receive them. That is why old wounds are rising to be cleared. So that when this new person arrives, you do not reject their love out of old fear. Yes, they will come and it will feel easy, calm, pure, no games, no back and forth. Just flow. And when they enter your life, you will say, "Now I understand why the wait was so long." This is worth it. There is also a financial breakthrough linked to your spiritual posture tonight. God has seen your heart, the way you have tried to remain faithful even in scarcity. The way you gave when you had little. The way you stayed kind even when it did not yield immediate results. That kind of heart cannot remain hidden forever. A divine transaction is being prepared with your name on it. Unexpected funds, a debt being cleared, a new stream of income. Observe what unfolds over the next 7 days. You will not have to force it. It will flow. The angels are not departing your house at midnight. They are staying until the energy has fully shifted. That means your dreams tonight will carry power. You may feel like someone is sitting on the edge of your bed or gently touching your arm in sleep. Do not panic, that is not fear. That is a visitation, a divine being letting you know they are standing guard. Speak gratitude when you awaken, say thank you aloud. Your words carry more spiritual weight than you know. And if by any chance someone attempts to argue with you tomorrow, walk away. That is the test. The adversary would desire nothing more than to drag your energy back into the old cycle of drama, doubt, and defense. But not anymore. You are in a new season now. There is also a financial breakthrough linked to your spiritual posture tonight. God has seen your heart, the way you have tried to remain faithful even in scarcity. The way you gave when you had little. The way you stayed kind even when it did not yield immediate results. That kind of heart cannot remain hidden forever. A divine transaction is being prepared with your name on it. Unexpected funds, a debt being cleared, a new stream of income. Observe what unfolds over the next 7 days. You will not have to force it. It will flow. The angels are not departing your house at midnight. They are staying until the energy has fully shifted. That means your dreams tonight will carry power. You may feel like someone is sitting on the edge of your bed or gently touching your arm in sleep. Do not panic. That is not fear. That is a visitation. A divine being letting you know they are standing guard. Speak gratitude when you awaken. Say thank you aloud. Your words carry more spiritual weight than you know. And if by any chance someone attempts to argue with you tomorrow, walk away. That is the test. The adversary would desire nothing more than to drag your energy back into the old cycle of drama, doubt, and defense. But not anymore. You are in a new season now. You are in the era of silence, stillness, and supernatural protection. Let your peace be your loudest answer. Yes, I will continue now. Stay with me because something incredible is unfolding through these words. You may not fully grasp it yet, but deep in your soul you already sense the stirrings. This is not merely advice. This is preparation, a sacred download. And the more you permit these words to enter your heart, the more you will realize tonight was not coincidental. It was a divine setup to alter your entire path. Let me tell you what your spirit already knows. The battle you have been fighting has not been against people. It has not been about money or failure or loneliness. It has been a spiritual battle over your light. The adversary tried to convince you that you were overlooked, forgotten, left behind. But heaven says no. Heaven says your name is still etched in gold. You were never denied, just delayed until the environment was safe. Tonight marks the end of the assault against your confidence. You are not only protected now, you are being launched. There is someone in your life who misinterpreted your silence. They believed that because you did not retaliate, you were weak. But what they did not realize was that your silence was strength. You were allowing God to fight that battle. You were choosing peace over drama, grace over vengeance. And now the tides are turning. Not because you raised your voice, but because heaven lifted your name. In the coming days, the individuals who doubted you will witness a shift around you, and it will humble them. You will not even have to say, "I told you so." Your peace will articulate it for you. Let me speak now about your home. The very air in your house is transforming. There were spirits of anxiety lingering. Shadows of sadness that did not belong to you. Some of it was absorbed from visitors, others from memories that still echoed in the walls. But Archangel Michael has dispatched warrior angels into your space right now. They are traversing your halls, placing shields in the corners, elevating the frequency. Do not be surprised if you feel compelled to open a window or burn something fragrant. That is your spirit responding to the cleansing. Someone you once trusted sowed doubt in your spirit. They acted as though they were on your side, but their energy conveyed a different narrative. They drained you without your awareness, and now you finally perceive it. That is why tonight is so potent, because now you are not just protected. You are awake. You will never again allow someone to dim your light in that manner. Not because you are cold, but because you have learned you have risen. Here is what you must know before the week concludes. Something will attempt to pull your attention backward. An old memory, an old mistake, a person from the past. But listen to me. What is behind you has nothing new to offer. The future is calling, and it speaks in miracles. Let what is gone remain gone. You are building something sacred now. Do not dig in yesterday's soil searching for tomorrow's harvest. Tonight's message was not just to warn you, but to awaken your inheritance. Yes, inheritance. There is something your bloodline was destined to carry. A gift, a power, a purpose that God concealed through generations of pain and silence. But you are the one heaven chose to restore it. That is why your path has been more challenging. That is why you felt heavier. You were never just living your life. You were breaking cycles. And now you get to build something new. Your children, whether born, unborn, spiritual, or adopted will walk an easier path because of what you are unlocking tonight. The pain stops with you, the fear ends here, and what begins? Oh, what begins tonight is legacy, power, love, peace that multiplies. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. You may not feel qualified, but heaven says you are ready. Ready not because of perfection, but because of surrender. The moment you opened your heart to this message, you gave heaven permission to complete what it started. And tonight, God is saying, I am faithful to complete the good work I began in you. There is a financial confirmation coming in the form of a sign. You might overhear someone mention a number. You may see an unexpected amount in your account. You may be offered something you did not pursue. Receive it with open hands. It is part of the reward, and no, it is not too late. Heaven does not measure timing by clocks, it measures it by readiness. And you are ready now, tonight. If you feel the urge to write, do it. Even just a line, let your spirit speak back to heaven. Even if it is just, I'm here. I am listening. That alone sends a vibration through the spirit realm that tells every angel on assignment, my child is awake. Deliver what was delayed. You may have been the black sheep, the one nobody understood, the one who felt like they had to carry more than others. But heaven says that was the mark of the chosen. And now your story is becoming the blueprint others will follow. You will no longer have to explain yourself. Your peace, your glow, your miracles will speak for you. Watch how things start to fall into place like puzzle pieces you are not even trying to solve. That is what divine timing looks like. That is what favor smells like. If you are ready to witness your peace, your glow, and your miracles speak for themselves, type Amen now. Claim this truth for your life and seal it with your declaration in the comments. Your readiness is the final key to unlocking this divine flow. And if you feel something touch your shoulder tonight or feel pressure on your bed when no one is there or hear your name whispered softly as you drift off to sleep, know this: that is not imagination, that is presence. That is the angel assigned to your home making themselves known. Do not panic. Just say, I receive your guidance. Thank you for protecting me. That is all they will understand. And now, beloved soul, rest in the knowledge that heaven has spoken directly to your spirit. What was meant to harm you has been transmuted into light. What was hidden is now being revealed. You are protected. You are seen. You are ready. Let tonight be the night you say yes to peace, yes to clarity, and yes to the divine path unfolding just for you. The angels are still with you and they are not leaving until the blessing lands. Before you go, if your heart felt even one truth in this message, do not let this be the last time heaven reaches you. Subscribe now to stay connected to the divine guidance meant for your name. Miracles are moving toward you, and the next message might be the one that changes everything. Amen. And if this message has been a prophetic breakthrough for you, share it now to activate the anointing and extend that breakthrough to others in your network. Your sharing can open doors for someone else's miracle. Amen. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.